Welcome to another episode of This Old Hooptie, where I take this piece of crap and try and make it into something a little more pretty, I hope. It's a nice sunny day outside, so I figured I'd bring you guys outside with me. You can take a look at my 10-footer. She's by no means done. Definitely still needs a wet sand and a polish. But today, we're going to take one more step in the right direction. We're going to get the trim looking beautiful, and we're going to get some LED side lights to replace those painted ones that I had in the last video. So, stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to do a walk around in the sun so you guys can get a look at what it looks like outside the cave. Let's get started. We got the truck all masked off, as you can see, front and back. Now let's give it a quick wipe down with wax and grease remover. We'll shake up our cans, and we're going to renew all the trim on the truck. Let's do it. Did you guys see that? I almost forgot to tape off the back window. Now it's good. Let's get back into the time lapse. See you in a minute. So I ran out of the masking paper doing the back window, so I didn't get a chance to do this side or the other side. Just did around the perimeter and a row of tape on the inside. Luckily, a razor blade makes quick work of any paint that has gotten on the windows, so I'll be able to do that when I'm done. A little extra work, but whatever. It's 1000% better than it was before. Let's have a look. So that's 3 coats of the Rustoleum. Bumper and trim paint. I'm quite satisfied with how it came out. I'm gonna have to mask the front window off when I pick up some more paper from Home Depot, probably later tonight or tomorrow when I have some time. But while this is drying, why don't we go put the new side lights in, those LED blinkers that I told you about. Let's get started on that. So while these look pretty cool, and the light does shine through them, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. They're a little on the dark side, and I really kind of wanted the light to show through, so it's pretty obvious when you're turning, not just these blinking, but I wanted something on the side to blink as well. All right, so these turn signals, I picked them up on Amazon. The link will be in the description below or on the side, so if you need them, go and get them. Each pair comes connected to each other. It's pretty simple what they did. They just used a male pigtail with a little surface mount PCB that runs the sequential turn signal and jumped off of it for the bottom one. So both of them, you can see hopefully, as you can see, both of them have the turn signals like this, and they're wired up. So let's get these on the front of the truck and see how they actually look. Okay, let's get that grill popped off and let's get these things swapped out. So normally I wouldn't have to put the top one on and then put it back together and put the bottom one on, but because I actually bolt down the front grille, but due to the fact that the clips are missing on the bumper filler and I have to screw in the side of this into here, the way I do this truck is put this one in on both sides, then install the grille back over here, and then put the bottom one in. But for all of you guys, you'll be able to just install both of your side lights into here and snap your grill back into place properly. This is just the downside of doing things the cheap way. There's an extra step. Okay, so the way that these are gonna work is the one with the male pigtail is gonna go in the bottom. That way it already has the openings for it, like so. And to get the top one in, you're gonna need to disconnect the harness, drill a hole in between the two holes to mount this on, and run your cable through. So you disconnect it with a little clip, like so, run the wires through the middle. Now your bottom piece is on. And then in here, you're gonna drill, let's say, a half-inch hole, enough to get this through, and pull it through. So let's do that now. So we're gonna drill a 3/8 hole. I'm gonna open it up a little extra, since what we're putting in is square, not round, and it has this little clip on the end of it. So this would slip through this little hole here, like so. And then you just connect it on the inside to the other piece. For those of you who are not dealing with broken grills and bumper fillers, you'll drill a 3/8 inch hole in the top, run all of your wires through the bottom, and then reconnect the jumper as you see. This will connect into your existing bulb socket. All right, you can see these are on. See, those are on. Let's see if you can see everything from up here. Nope. Let me get you guys over here. Now, for those of you guys who've been around a while, you'll remember that I wired my turn signals into my halos. So this way the turn signal, as well as the halos alone, flash when I have the turn signals on. So, and that's because I didn't have anything on the side here. But now, people are definitely gonna notice when I'm making a left turn. And let's look at a right turn. There we go. Turn signals at the bottom, halos flash with the turn signals, and we have our side lights here. All right, let me button up the front end, get the housings back on those bulbs, get them back in the bumper, clean off the rest of the tape residue and whatnot, and let's go over the car and see what we ended up with. I said car again. We're gonna go over the truck and see what we ended up with. That works. So as discussed, when I pull the tape off, the back window will be perfect, nice and shiny, because I had everything covered. On the side window, anywhere where there wasn't tape, there's the outline of the paint. Simple razor blade. And as you can see, it comes right off. So you can do long strokes, whatever. You see? Comes right off. We've got our trim all beautiful. That green is hidden by the mirror, so ignore that. Back of the truck, same thing. All the trim has been redone. That exhaust sounds pretty good. The cam would make it sound better. Passenger side, same thing. Once again, this gets covered by the mirror, never bothered painting it. This is what all the trim used to look like. See all the green and the nastiness and the dullness? This is what it looks like now. I just refinished this, as you guys saw, with the Rust-Oleum trim and bumper paint. I ran out of the paper to cover things up, so I'm gonna have to redo this, or I'm gonna have to do this, and it'll be ready for the next video. But you guys can see what the paint looks like in the sun. It definitely needs a wet sand and a polish. We got the new lights in. You guys can see those. For those new to the channel, we got a lot going on in here. We got a billet interior, LMC truck dash, custom steering wheel, custom seats, custom headliner. The entire interior of the truck was painted with duplicolor vinyl and fabric spray. So she's definitely a 10-footer for now, but she'll get better with every video. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. You guys know what to do. Like it if you like, don't if you don't. Subscribe to keep up with my latest shenanigans, and I'll see you in the next one.